Hey guys, what's up? SirMel11 here with my review of Pokemon the series XY episodes 1 and 2. This is a weird name, Pokemon the series XY. I feel like it should be Pokemon XY the series. Don't know what's up with that name, but I guess I guess saying Pokemon the series will kind of be something that they can keep going with for years to come. So, the first episode is called Kalos, Where Dreams and Adventures Begin. And this episode starts off with a new trainer. I think that's how it starts off. Her name's Serena. She's one of the main characters in Pokemon X and Y. One of the characters you can choose from. And it starts off pretty much like the video game. You have Fletchling flying into her room, wakes her up. And the Rhyhorn outside. You have her mom, who used to be like a famous Rhyhorn rider. That's some kind of sport, I guess. Then you have Alexa and Ash on the plane to Kalos. And I haven't been introduced to Alexa yet. I've only been introduced to her in the video game. I'm sorry, but I'm behind on Pokemon. Pokemon Black and White, Adventures in Unova, and Beyond. It's a filler fest. There's too much filler in that. So I just stopped keeping up with it after the end plot, which wasn't even that great. And I'll just catch up. I have a month, 2 months of TV to watch. I think it's about a month and half of a month, because it's part of this month. So yeah, they're on their way. They land in Kalos, and they're at the airport, I think, or wherever they came out at. And then Ash just comes out of the plane, he's just yelling. I'm sure people are just looking at, oh, you country bumpkin. It's kind of like Trip. Like, you're from the country, aren't you? You're from the boonies. I mean, he just gets out of the plane and just yells. And then he falls down the steps to make it even worse. I'm just like, really? Really? This is not a good first impression, Ash. And, he sees all the new Pokemon in this region. He even sees a fairy type, I think. Like, that's one of the first things he sees. But Alexa has to go make a call with her sister, who is a gym leader. She's the first gym leader, but Ash won't be able to see her because she's on a trip or something. And that's probably a plot element introduced because they're landing where the tower is. And I'm sure they're landing where the tower is. That's either to introduce the group, the character that's going to be traveling with him, or it's either to introduce the professor who's actually in that city and not in the first city. So it's one of the two, or probably both. So what else does Ash do? Him and Alexa part ways because her sister's busy. She's on a journey or whatever. She's gone. And Ash just starts running around. He's like, oh, these Pokemon, blah, 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 blah. He meets this character. His name's Clement, who's a gym leader, but hasn't really disclosed this. Because Ash, the first thing he does is goes to the gym, which is in the Eiffel Tower sort of thing. And I'm stuttering so much. There's a TV that's talking to Ash and is asking how many badges he has. And this is I think this is one of the few times the anime has actually done this, where they're actually saying how many badges you have. Because in the games, you have to have a certain number of badges to challenge a gym. Or, yeah, it's like that. Or it just goes in order. And in the anime, it's always been like, oh, we've made it to this gym before this one. We can go ahead and challenge it, because they don't really care about the levels or anything in the anime. So the thing kicks him out, and then he was actually pretty high up in the tower, and he falls down. And then Clement and Bonnie, who's the gym leader, and his little sister, Clement throws his backpack, which I'm sure is going to be like a big deal in this anime series, where it can probably do various things. It turns to sort of a pad for Ash to fall onto. He meets them. They start walking around with each other. And what else happens in this episode? Oh, they go see Professor Sycamore. But before that, they run into Team Rocket. They're on this sort of battlefield. Ash and Clement have a battle. Clement, is that a name? Clement have a battle. And he has a Bunnelby, which is the normal bunny Pokemon. It's one of the first Pokemon in Pokemon X and Y. And I think it evolves into a ground or rock type. That's what it looks like. So they have a battle, and the thing's pretty strong. But the one thing I really did like about the battles and everything is that the I stutter so much. The dynamic angles were so cool. Like they had so many dynamic angles in this fight with just like the fight looked great. But the sad part is, he just caught it, so it's probably a weak Pokemon, and a lot of people were probably angry because they thought Ash was going to lose to it. But it was a good battle. It was, switching from side to side, like who was actually winning. And then Ash did seem a little bit smarter in the fight. Also, when Ash got off the plane, he's walking around by himself, and he sees a Pokemon. And then it was in the trailer. It's such a cool scene where Mega Blaziken just jumps by him and then jumps away. That was cool. Very epic shot. So Team Rocket comes in, tries to capture Pikachu and Bunnelby. Ash fights them. They get blown away. There's this Froakie who's been stalking Ash, and the Froakie comes with the Froakie just like it gets in the way because Wobbuffet uses Mirror Coat on Pikachu. And then the Froakie jumps in the way, and there's all this stuff. The Froakie helps them defeat Team Rocket, but it's also injured from the electric type move. So they go see Professor Sycamore, and something this leads into the second episode. I forgot like how much. But we also have Serena, who's learning to ride a Rhyhorn with her mom. Forgot exactly what part of the episode that was in. But I'm also like surprised how fast they dubbed this, because this just premiered 2 days ago in Japan, and we already have 2 episodes here, but I think they did 2 episodes in Japan as well, so that's different. They're starting practically at the same moment, but I don't think Pokemon Adventures in Unova, that's not done yet. And when earlier in the episode when Ash and Alexa parted ways, I was definitely expecting him to run into a sign, which I think that would have been funny. And you can tell they just had so much fun with the angles and fights. It's all over the place. Ash is a bit smarter, and the battle was going great. Though, if the Pokemon was just caught, I don't think it should be that strong. And then Team Rocket showed up, and that's when the episode, it was up in the 9 to 10 range, and it just went down to the 0 range. But I tried to re-explain that. Episode 2 is, let me see. I just wanted to get the title off the computer. Lumia City Pursuit. And this is basically an episode where they're talking to Professor Sycamore. They're back at his lab. Froakie gets healed up. And there's this whole story about Froakie, and it's similar to other Ash's other Pokemon, such as Chimchar or Charmander. I believe Charmander was abandoned by its trainer, and then Chimchar, we had the whole situation with Paul, and Paul did not want Chimchar because it was weak. And this Froakie did not want to listen to its trainers, so that's why it was abandoned multiple times. So it's being healed up at Sycamore's lab. Sycamore kind of tells them a little bit about Mega Evolution, and then he lets Bonnie and Clement go. Clement. He lets them go play with some Pokemon, and Ash is like, "I'll join you later." And he's looking at Froakie, and he's like, "Froakie, what did he say?" He was like, "Froakie, if those people are stupid for leaving you," it was something like that. I'm just like, Ash, Froakie wouldn't listen. You're stupid for saying that. And Team Rocket comes back. They come to Sycamore's lab because they're constantly stalking Ash. I don't like Team Rocket. Like, I did a rant on Team Rocket. I don't like them anymore. They're stupid. They got annoying in Diamond and Pearl. Like, they were in every single episode. And with the XY series, they've been in every episode, but there's only 2 episodes so far. It's just like, they're so annoying. They're the stupidest characters. This anime would be so much better without them. If you watch some of the episodes from Black and White, the episodes are better without Team Rocket because they're annoying. So they come in there, they're like in Professor Coates or whatever, and they're trying to learn about Mega Evolutions, and then they see Garchomp and Froakie. They pull out this cube thing, they throw it, Garchomp gets in the way, and gets it around its neck, and it goes on a rampage. It blows Team Rocket away, but it's like throwing hyper beams all over the place, just destroying everything. And then Ash has to go save it. And I didn't know Garchomp could fly. Like, Garchomp was flying. It has wing-like things on it, but it's a dragon type. I didn't know if it would. It doesn't look like it would fly that far, but it flies up to the tower. Ash follows it there. This is a big thing. It's on the news. And basically, there's this secret entrance into the gym. Ash goes in it with Clemont. Then there's a hyper beam. They get separated. Ash goes up to the tower. Garchomp's up there, and he cuts the collar. But why is Clement? Why is Clement hiding the fact that he's a gym leader? I don't get that. I really don't get that. Like, what's up with that plot element? They've done this before, but it's like he's oblivious to the fact that he's a gym leader, or like there were many times where he could have just mentioned it, or he could have said something where like he knows too much about the gym. That's all I'm saying. He knows too much about the gym for Ash not to think he might be the gym leader. Like, I think it would be really cool if Ash was like, yeah, I knew you were the gym leader the entire time. Like, that would be cool if they made Ash smarter or something. But they're on top of the tower. What is it? Garchomp's about to fall off. Froakie throws the thing around his neck is apparently a very sticky substance. I don't know if that's very. I don't know if frogs have that. Do frogs have like a sticky thing around their neck? I don't think so. So they stop it from falling. Pikachu cuts the collar, and then the tower breaks, probably from all the hyper beams that Garchomp has been using, and then Pikachu falls off. And Ash, I feel like he did something smart and stupid at the same time. Pikachu falls off, and he jumps off the tower with him, with Pikachu. Everyone's like, because like it's live on TV. Everyone's watching it. They're like, like, what were you thinking? What were you thinking? Did you could save Pikachu at the cost of your life? Come on, man. You can take Pikachu to a Pokemon Center as long as Pikachu doesn't die. And I mean, Clement was down there. He had his backpack. He could have just thrown it there. And then there's the pad, and you're saved. But yeah, no, he wasn't down there. Clement actually, he started climbing up the tower, and Mega Blaziken saves them by using Giga Impact. I didn't even know Blaziken could learn Giga Impact. Is that for the new form? And apparently there's this masked character on top of the roof with a Mega Blaziken. I don't know who that is because they're not in the game. So there's another character to add to the list of long characters. And there was also a little part where someone was recording the scene with their cell phone. I thought that was really funny because, you know, that's different. That's something that people would actually do. You know, if someone's falling off a building or someone's climbing up a building trying to save a Pokemon or save a person, I guess, someone will record it with their cell phone instead of trying to help. But I don't know if there's much that they can do. And yeah, everything gets resolved. They're back at the lab. I'm not sure if there was that much detail. Oh, Serena, she remembers Ash, but I don't think she knows his name. She keeps saying that boy, but they have some sort of past with each other, which is different, but I wish they would have showed it back in Kanto. But, you know, all these characters in Pokemon probably weren't known back in Kanto. I just feel like if there should have been a little hint to it. I don't like just adding stuff to his backstory when Ash really hasn't had that much of a backstory as a character. And apparently all four of them are going to travel together. There's no intro in English so far, but I don't know, with this premiere preview sneak peek, I don't think they will show the intro. If there is an intro, I hope it's good. But I've seen the Japanese one. That one's pretty good. They show who gets each starter. And yes, everyone gets a starter except the little girl. Not really that much left. Froakie outside the lab, Pokeball, rolls the Pokeball towards Ash, and then it hits the Pokeball. It captures itself. Ash didn't even have to catch it, and he's like, "Oh, I caught a Froakie." I'm like, "No, you didn't. Froakie kind of caught you." I'm not funny. But I don't know. There's not that much else to say. I'm looking forward to episode 3. Kinda Team Rocket kind of ruined the mood of the new season. I feel like this would have been a better episode without Team Rocket. I'm just saying, like, if someone from the anime company or whatever watches this, get rid of Team Rocket. I don't like Team Rocket. Who likes Team Rocket? Take a poll on this and see who likes Team Rocket. If someone likes Team Rocket, sorry, we can't be friends. But thank you for watching, guys. Please check out my Facebook and Twitter accounts and Pokemon XY the series, or no, Pokemon the series XY was cool. Later, I'll review the movie later. The Genosect movie. I'll have a review on that.